Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. As always, I kind of always have a disclaimer at the beginning of every video. Today I tried fake freckles, but it just looks like I rubbed chocolate chips all over my face. So we're gonna ignore that because I really don't feel like redoing my makeup. If you didn't know, if you're not following me on Instagram, maybe you should, but I had recently dyed my hair purple, even though I decided to go back black to maintain its healthiness while I'm growing it. But yeah, obviously that didn't work out, and I dyed it purple. Of me drunk dyeing my hair. However, the video footage sucked. As always, I have a hard time with actually recording well and not accidentally deleting everything good that I recorded, like yesterday's video. And I wanted to post this weekend because I hate when I'm inconsistent, but it's really just the circumstances in my life right now that are making me inconsistent, and it's just annoying, I know, for you guys, anybody who actually looks forward to my posting, and annoying for me because it's something. Today it's going to be about minimalism, living a minimalistic life. And the reason I thought this was a good idea is because recently I've expressed the desire to do so myself, especially to you guys and to some close friends, and I somewhat explain the reasons why, but I feel like there's a misconception when I say I want to live a minimal life in regards to the things around me and the things I place value on. By no means does that mean I want to be deprived of the things that make me happy. And I feel like there's that misconception, especially just in general. When you think of minimalism, you're going to think of the people who have very little, and drastically so, like a backpack full of items they own. And for some people that might make them happy and that might be feasible. For others, it's not quite so much. For me, I'm one of those people who fit in the realm of that being far too drastic for me to be able to do, and I don't want to deprive or starve myself of the items and the things that make me happy. I just don't want to fill in the empty spaces with things that don't. And that's kind of how I thought of the approach on minimalism and minimalistic like lifestyles. For example, recently I went through all of my clothes and I got rid of 3/4 of them, and that's just to say these things I had no attachment to and I didn't wear frequently. Now I have all of the sweaters and things that I wear frequently, so they'll be more prevalent and more used, but it's not like anything's hogging up my closet space anymore that is pointless. And I guess that's what I was thinking, removing all of the pointless things from my life. And by no means does that mean I have to go without anything. It just means that I have more time to appreciate the things that are there. And that's not just like physical items, that's people as well, hobbies, anything that I felt like was wasting my time, taking precious time away from my lifespan, because we only really have one life to live. And if I'm going to live this life, then it needs to be full of all the things I love every second of the day. And that might seem like a special snowflake, but really it's just valuing my time and realizing I'm worth things that are going to take that time that I can never get back and make it worthwhile. And that was sort of my thoughts. This isn't obviously going to be a long So I was interrupted. I might include that footage, I might not. But yeah, as I was saying, going on my little special snowflake tangent, I don't know. I feel like I'm especially on this stage of my life where I'm trying to figure it out and I'm trying to put the pieces together and find myself. And I know not everybody has to live such a deep or spiritual life, and a lot of people don't give a fuck, and that's good for them. However, I'm the type of person who perpetually overthinks, tries to find a deeper meaning to everything, even if there is no deeper meaning. And that's just how I've always been, always will be, and it makes me happy to feel like I put everything in my life intentionally and with purpose, and it can be enjoyed at the fullest potential. Because what I think is the saddest are people who maintain relationships, things, and hobbies and jobs that don't make them happy, and they do so for the rest of their life because they think that these people, these things, everything just needs to have a void filled. And there's nothing wrong with a little bit of emptiness, I think, and a little bit of space and a little bit of breathing room. And there's nothing wrong with being alone. There's only the thing of being comfortable being alone, and I don't think a lot of people are. So it's kind of why I did some decluttering of the friends and family that are no longer necessary for me to be happy with. And it sounds harsh and it sounds blunt and it sounds way too, I guess, analytical, or what word am I thinking of? Far too practical when it comes to matters of the heart. However, that's just me, that's how I've been, and it's how I'm going to be, and I don't really have any apologetic feelings about that type of stuff. For me, it's much harder to get rid of all of my crap that doesn't get used, because I'm not a person who likes throwing things away, so I like giving everything a new home or finding a place where I can donate it. But I'd much rather give it to a home that I know, because I have some attachment issues, even if it's things that I don't even like use or wear or have any reason to own, but they're there. I just like them going to places where they can be betterly appreciated because my hard-earned money went to it, or someone else's went to it and they thought of me to give it to me, and especially me. I don't know. But yes, that is really all. I just didn't want to give the impression that I'm going to have only a backpack full of possessions and I'm going to deprive myself of everything else that made me happy and makes me happy, because that is definitely not the case. I'm not really looking forward to starving myself of material possessions. I'm just seeking something different and throwing away and getting rid of and rehoming all of the junk that I have that could be better used elsewhere. I feel like there's so much emphasis on having like excessive amounts of things, and really I don't think that's the case. I think it's just the importance and the value of the few things that you have. In my case, I guess it would be a moderately amount of things, a very assortment, the sun's in my eyes, an assortment of things that I need to turn away from the sun. So it will just be a assortment of things that I will maintain. And I don't know, like, if this will change anything in my life. I don't know if it'll make me feel happy, more fulfilled. I was unable to end this video properly due to another interruption, so this is my outro. Whatever you decide to do with your life and to make you happy and help you feel substantial during the process of life is up to you. This is just mine. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next week with another video.